Hey there! Would you like to get this free ebook, Stop Dieting, Start Living Light? It's super easy.
Just watch this video all the way to the end, tap the like button, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
Then click the link below and fill out a quick form, and you'll soon receive your free ebook directly in your email. By doing this, you're helping our community grow and share science-based wellness with more people. Thank you for being part of Health and Wellness for All.
If you're over 50, you've probably heard the same advice for years. Eat more eggs because they're a complete protein and help you build muscle. And yes, eggs can play a role in a healthy diet. But what if I told you there's a food that's cheaper, more versatile, packed with nutrients, and still powerful enough to help you preserve and even build muscle well into your 70s and 80s? A food that almost nobody's talking about, even though it's available in every supermarket, lasts months in the pantry, and costs just a fraction of what you'd pay for a dozen eggs. I'm talking about lentils. Before we dive into how lentils can help you build strength, let's talk about the real problem we face as we age. After the age of 50, we naturally lose muscle every single year. The name of this process is sarcopenia. And while the word sounds like something out of a biology textbook, its effects are very real. Less muscle means slower walking speed, more fatigue, higher risk of falls, less independence, and a much harder time keeping blood sugar and metabolism under control. Muscle isn't about looking fit. Muscle is about staying alive, capable, and confident. Now, the two biggest levers you control are movement, especially resistance training, and protein intake. That's why protein becomes so crucial as we age. But here's where most people go wrong. They only think about the amount of protein, not the quality, the timing, or the cost. And that's where lentils rise from boring side dish to secret muscle food. A lot of people assume plants can't compete with animal proteins when it comes to building muscle. But here's what the research shows. For adults over 60, when total protein is matched and the person is doing some form of strength training, the difference between plant protein and animal protein becomes very small, and in most cases, nearly disappears. That means what really matters is getting enough total protein per meal, hitting a key amino acid called leucine, and doing some form of muscle work. Lentils check those boxes extremely well, especially when we know how to use them. Let's break down the numbers in real-world terms. One cooked cup of lentils contains about 18 grams of protein. That same cup also contains the amino acid leucine, the trigger that flips on muscle building in the body. Older adults need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to properly stimulate muscle growth. You can reach that target with a generous serving of lentils combined with a small booster food like pumpkin seeds, tofu, soybeans, or even a scoop of plant protein blended into a stew or soup. In other words, you get the same muscle stimulus that an egg-based meal gives you, but for less money, with more fiber, more minerals, and zero cholesterol. Now let's compare lentils and eggs side by side, not just in protein, but in everything that matters. Eggs give you 6 grams of protein per large egg. Lentils give you 18 grams in one cup. Eggs give you 0 fiber. Lentils give you a full day's worth. Eggs do provide vitamin D and B12, which are important, but lentils deliver iron, magnesium, potassium, folate, and a wide range of antioxidants that help with blood pressure, blood sugar, and inflammation. The only downside of lentils is they don't contain vitamin B12. So if you're cutting back on animal foods, just take a small weekly B12 supplement and you're set. And then there's the price difference. Depending on where you live, a dozen eggs can cost anywhere from $2 to $6. A full pound of dry lentils, which turns into 4 to 5 cups cooked, often costs less than $1.50. That means one bag of lentils can provide the same number of protein servings as 5 or 6 cartons of eggs at a fraction of the price. When you're on a fixed income or feeding a family or trying to eat well without overspending, that matters a lot. Another big advantage, lentils are what nutrition scientists call a whole body food. They don't just feed your muscles. They stabilize your blood sugar. They lower blood pressure. They improve gut health. They support healthy weight. They reduce inflammation, all while giving your body the amino acids it needs to maintain strength and prevent frailty. That's a food worth paying attention to. Now let's talk real-world strategy. If you're over 60, the most effective way to protect your muscle is to get around 25 to 30 grams of protein at 2 meals per day, usually lunch and dinner, instead of loading all your protein at night. That's because older muscles respond much better when protein is evenly distributed across the day. A big steak at dinner after a low-protein breakfast and lunch does not trigger the muscle response you want, but a hearty serving of lentils at lunch and again at dinner absolutely does. Here's how it works in practice. Start with 1 to 1.5 cups of cooked lentils. That gives you 18 to 27 grams of protein. Add a grain like brown rice, quinoa, or barley that improves the amino acid balance and gives your body more fuel. Sprinkle in a small leucine booster like pumpkin seeds, edamame, tofu cubes, or even a spoon of nutritional yeast. Congratulations! You just built a meal that hits the protein and leucine target from muscle growth in older adults. And you did it for under $2. If you're wondering how to make lentils taste good, that's the fun part. You can turn them into soups, stews, salads, patties, spreads, tacos, curries, stuffed peppers, or even a savory breakfast bowl. Red lentils cook in 10 minutes and melt into a creamy texture. Green and brown lentils stay firm and chewy, perfect for salads or veggie burgers. You can batch cook them once, refrigerate them for up to a week, or freeze them for a month. They're as convenient as they are nutritious. Let me give you a 7-day lentil plan you can try. Day 1 and 2, make a big pot of lentil and barley soup with vegetables and herbs. Each bowl gives you 20 grams of protein. Add a small tofu or edamame side, and you hit 30. Day 3, lentil quinoa bowl with roasted vegetables and pumpkin seeds. Day 4, red lentil curry with brown rice. Day 5, Mediterranean lentil salad with tomatoes, peppers, olives, and lemon. Day 6, lentil chili with beans and corn. Day 7, lentil shepherd's pie topped with mashed sweet potato. You just ate a full week of high-protein, low-cost meals without a single egg or expensive protein powder. And you supported your muscles, your heart, your digestion, and your wallet all at once. Now let's talk results, because this is where it gets exciting. When older adults increase protein intake, especially from plant-based sources, and pair it with even light resistance training like chair squats, wall push-ups, or resistance bands, they build strength, improve balance, walk faster, and reduce their risk of falls. This is not theory. This is not hype. This is documented, repeatable, clinical reality. You don't need a gym. You don't need whey protein. You don't need pricey supplements. You need protein, movement, and consistency. Lentils just make that easier. Let's zoom out and visualize something. Imagine yourself at age 80. You get up from the chair without using your hands. You climb stairs with confidence. You carry your groceries without stopping. You get in and out of the car without struggling. That's not luck. That's muscle. And muscle doesn't care whether its protein came from an egg or from a bowl of lentils. It only cares that it got enough of it with enough leucine at the right times and that you use those muscles regularly. So here's my challenge to you. Try lentils for 1 week. Just one. Replace half of your egg meals with lentil-based meals and notice what happens. Not just to your strength, but to your energy, digestion, blood sugar, and even your grocery spending. If you want me to make a full printable meal guide for older adults or a video breaking down lentil recipes for beginners, drop a comment and I'll make it happen. Your body can still build muscle. Your age does not disqualify you. Your budget does not limit you. Sometimes the solution is not a pill, not a supplement, not a miracle, just a simple food we've ignored for too long. The humble lentil is one of the best muscle foods on earth. Now that you know, it's your move. Eat smart, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hi. Before you go, don't forget to grab your free ebook packed with simple, science-based wellness tips that really work. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and click the link below. Stay healthy. See you soon.